Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and I've got a little treat for you today, and it's with Easter's coming up, isn't it? So look at this cute little bag. You don't have to have the ribbon on if you don't want it on. You can take that off, and you don't even have to squeeze the sides if you don't want to. You can just leave it square. It's entirely up to you. I liked the fact that it closed beautifully and this gorgeous little ribbon just sits on top. If I can get it back in. I'm all fingers. There we go. But isn't that cute? I love that. With those beautiful Painted Seasons Designer Series papers as well. And for one full 12 by 12 sheet, you can get 2 of these. So I'm going to show you how I made it with the other half. Got my ribbon ready. I've also got one of my ovals cut. I've got the other one here. I'm just going to run this through in a moment and cut one of those out as well. Turn on my sheen. Quick and simple, so easy to do, and it just pops straight out. So these are going to be for my little sentiment, and it layers just beautifully. And this is the second size down in the stitched ovals, and this is the number 5 of the scalloped ovals. I forgot what they were called then. Right, this is our paper, absolutely gorgeous. This measures 6 inches by 11.5. So you're only going to like take half an inch off, and then you've got 2 packets. So I'm going to show you how it's done. Ooh, I'm going to turn it over, am I? Yeah, I did the other one because but it's still got me nice and clean and crisp. So I'm going to pop this in. And we're going to score it on the long side at 1.5, 5.5, 7, and 11. I'm going to turn it to the short side, and we're going to score this at 3/4 of an inch and 4.5 inches. Perfect. It's simple, really. So on this side where your 1/2 inch is, you're going to remove this square and just miter in slightly. So just miter in very slightly and just remove that on there, and the same on here, and just remove that piece. So there's the only bit of waste you're going to have on there, is those 2 small pieces. You do need to cut up your other squares then, up to the first score line, and then you've got another one here on the end. You don't need to miter these because this is going to be the bottom of your box, so you just need to do that. Very simple. And now we're just going to fold and burnish on those score lines. Just fetch my bone folder in. Nice and clean and crisp. And this one too. Perfect. And then this way we're going to score this one backwards. We're going to fold this one backwards. Because this is a really short video, I have got another little treat for you. So we're going to be 2 in 2, and this is going to be my little Easter basket. Isn't this cute? It's got little bunnies on it, and I thought I'd tie a bow up there and give it like bunny ears. But again, this is all in. I saw the lovely lady, I don't know her name, from Chicken Scratch, and she did it separate. Mine is all in one piece, I think. Yeah, this is the one. It's done all in one piece, this one. This one is done in two pieces, because you can see I've added one on the back. But this one is done in one piece and an extra piece of card to hide the bits inside. And I've still got this. Ew, throwing it away now. I've still got an old oval punch, so I can cut that little handle out the top. If not, you could use the very smallest of your ovals to cut that out. But honestly, this one's not been decorated yet, but we are going to decorate the other one, and we're going to use the same papers as this, so we've got matching bag and box. So this piece we've just scored backwards. We're going to obviously now going to glue that down, but I just wanted to give you a couple of options with Easter coming up and little treats for kids and stuff. So I'm just going to glue this with my wet glue, and it's really good stuff, this glue is. Love it. And it's the art glitter glue. Everyone asks me, and I do try my best to show it most of the time, but sometimes I do forget. So we've glued that, and that's how quick it sticks. Now before you pop this together now, I can just see that tiny little bit of overhang. So I'm just going to grab my scissors again. It is like a minute, but you can see it overhangs just a tiny little touch. So I'm just going to fetch my scissors in and remove that, so it's perfect. I'm going to add some tear. Oh no, I'm not. I'm going to burnish our score lines down the sides now. Now that we've got that piece glued on, we're going to make them nice and crisp, making sure your card is together, your papers come together at the top as well, perfectly. I also saw the lovely lady from Chicken Scratch make this, but she used two pieces of 6x6, and it just, well, most of the paper was hidden, believe it or not. So I thought I'd do it my way. But it's a very similar size box, and that now is going to get glued onto there perfectly. So add your glue. And if you want to, you can lay that down. Nice. Look, see, don't let it slip down there. Make sure those papers are properly scored, and then just fold that over, meeting that at the top as well, making sure your papers come all the way over down there. So there's your perfect little square little box. Isn't that cute? So this is the back. So we are going to push the sides in. I'm going to add just a tot of glue on each one, because I like everything stuck down. I'm going to pop this side over. I'm just going to go in quickly, just touch the bottom, because like I say, this stuff goes off really fast. Whoops. For some reason that is not wanting to sit in there properly. That's better. That's got it. And then we're just going to add our glue to the bottom piece. I'm going to fetch that over, because this then is coming towards the back of the seam, and it's going to get laid right on top of there perfectly. Now we can go in with our bone folder, press everything down. Perfect. Now you could stop there, add some little handles, you know, like a basket if you want, like a shopping bag even. Beautiful. But all I did then was just pinch the sides in and just give them a really good squeeze on the end. You can use your bone folder if you want to, just to make sure they're nice and crisp. Just perfect. Isn't that gorgeous? It automatically wants to go in at the sides. You don't have to crease all the way down. You can just use your fingers, and I like to leave it like that. It's beautiful. I'm going to pop the lid on there for a second. And then we're just going to pull enough off of this. Oops. What I did to keep it closed is just add a couple of little pegs. Just for a second. And I fetch this round. And then I can adjust what I need to make that bow. I think that might be a bit too long. Oh yes, definitely too long. So just pull till you get it right where you want it. And then my third hand's coming in wherever. Where's my tweet? There they are. My third hand is coming in. Just going to pull the knot as tight as I can. Use my reverse tweezers. And then I'm just going to make a little bow here. Perfect. And then I can just pull this straight. Whoops. Let me just get rid of that now. To pull my bow down. Pull that one a little bit smaller as well. Why does it want to come undone? Oh, me and bows, you know, don't go together. So that's not too bad. I'm going to just snip it off a bit. Just pop that to one side. Now I can remove those pegs. Oops. Dropping everything all over the place here I am. So I'm going to tidy that up a little bit more now. Now I've got my length. I want a really pretty bow. So pull it tight. Add my tweezers. And then I can come in. Fingers crossed, make a little tidier bow on there. That's better. That's so much better. I can twist that round. Just want to pull that. Do you know, it works perfect off camera. It just likes to wait until you're on camera. So, just pull that in. But you get the gist of it anyway. So there's my little bow. Obviously this one's slightly smaller. You can work on that afterwards. It's entirely up to you. It's just a matter of turning and twisting and making sure you've got everything you want going the right way. It doesn't help when you're tying upside down as well. There we go. So I'm not going to mess with the bow anymore. Not yet anyway. Look at that. I've got to make it look perfect, otherwise it's just going to do my head in. So, little pegs again. Just tiny little pegs. Fetch your bow round. And try and tie it the right way first. Why does it automatically want to scoot to the side? Just help if your ribbon's not twisted like mine is. Pull that round. That's better. That's so much better. Look, now I've got it. Perfect. I'm now going to trim off these because now I've got it how I want it. That is just perfect. Fabulous. I'm not really wasting a lot then either. So there we go. There's that box tied. The bow tied, should I say. And I'm just pulling it down. Isn't that sweet as hell? So I've got my stamps here. And this says Happy Easter. And those little bunnies come from here. This is a good day. I mean, you don't have... I love bunnies with Easter because everybody has an Easter egg, and the bunny always fetches the egg. And the Happy Easter's from You're Inspiring, which is this one here. Love it. You could use this for Mother's Day, birthday, just because you inspire someone, sending kind thoughts, and Happy Easter. So that's where they're from. Always check you've got a really dull side when you've got your ovals. Turn them over, make sure you've got the right perforation. And the same with these. They look rough and flat on one side and then they look perfect on the other. Get my ink would help. So I'm just using black Memento ink. And I'm going to ink this right at the very bottom. Cute, absolutely wonderful. I'm going to keep that out because I've got the same sort of label this time, and I'm going to use on the little box. You've just used a piece of scrap of Call Me Clover, so I'm having all of the same messages together because they're both those cute little for Easter. And then I've got this gorgeous little bunny. So I'm going to do one in the centre and one either side on both of them. So cute. And I've come down slightly, if you've noticed, on that one and this one as well, just a little bit, just to dot them around. And then we're going to decorate these up. How cute is this set? I love this. Just because, thank you so much, just for you. I mean, it's endless. You don't have to put Happy Easter. Bring on the sunshine, a little treat for someone sweet. Here's to a good day and hello friend. I love them. Absolutely love these. So that is now going to get attached on there with a little bit of our fabulous art glitter glue. And it fits on here perfectly. Look how cute that is. I'm just going to give that a rub from the back. So now I'm just going to grab our blends, and it's so simple. I'm using the dark Flirty Flamingo. I'm just going to dot their noses. It does spread, and the inside of their ears. And I've done that one wrong. Don't press too hard because this does spread. So what I did with this one, I did pink for a girl, blue for a boy, and then a neutral one because, you know, this is... some people like to put their babies in yellow or mint green, because it's a neutral colour. Don't forget the little collar. So sweet. Then I'm going to use the balmy blue in the dark for the little boy. And the same on this one. So sweet. And then I'm going to use the Pineapple Punch in the dark. And this is going to be for our lemon one. I mean, you can leave those bunnies white or whatever colour cardstock you've got in the back. I added a little bit of pale crumb cake, which is just so sweet. I'm going to leave these ones plain. So I'm grabbing dimensionals. Oops, yeah, I've got it. And that's going on there. Just like that. How cute. So there is that little gift bag. Let's get some dimensionals on the back of here as well. Ready for when we've made our box. So for this box I've used a thick Whisper White cardstock, and you'll need a piece that's 8.5 by 5, and then you're going to need another piece which is 3.5 by 2.5. Yep. Yeah, 3.5 by 2.5. Where's my card? Here. So there's the thick Whisper White. Your DSP, then you'll need 2 pieces at 1.25 by 2.25, 1 piece at 2.25 by 3.25, and 1 piece I'm using is 4 7/8 by 3 3/8. So there to decorate. That's for the front of our box as well. And I used contrasting colours on the sides. May do it on this one, may not. No, I'm going to keep them that way. And I've got a piece of the Coastal Cabana and Granny Apple Green reversible ribbons for tie a knot on the top. This piece you just want to leave that hole. So let's get our scoreboard in again. Right, now we're putting this in. This is 9. This is 9 by 8. So on the short side first. No, we're going to do the long side first. Go to the long side, 9 inch. And we're going to score this on the long at 5 and 6.5. Yep. Then we're going to turn it to the short side. And we'll score this at 3/4 up to the second score line. We're going to score this at 2.25 up to the second score line. 5 3/4 up to the second score line, and 7.5 up to the second score line. And then we're going to get our trimmer this time. I did it with the creases all the way up and then removed them, but it left horrible edges. So I'm going to get my Stampin' Up trimmer. And at 2.25 inches in, whoops, because that's that line there, we're going to take our cutter and we're going to, don't let it move, we're going to cut this all the way down to that first score line, there. Then we're going to flip it over and do exactly the same, 2.25 from the score line all the way up. It just gives a nicer panel at the back. And then if you want, you can put this in at 5 inches and just cut until you feel it come away. You can use these then on something else and it won't have those creases in. And then this way we're just going to put it in so we can see our score line in the track. Just making sure. Just give that a little bend. That way I can see it better. Oops, there we go. That really shifted it. And again, cut till we feel that fall off. So that back panel now is nice and straight. I couldn't have done that with creases and then and score lines and then tried to cut them out because it would have made it too narrow as well. So that's the shape you want for now. We're going to do a little bit more trimming in a minute. I'm going to grab our normal scissors and we are going to cut up there. I mean, don't get me wrong, you could have just scored all the way down both sides and then cut it away. I didn't want that to have... Where's my other box? See what I mean about when you score it, you get like a lip. Can you see it? And you'd have to cut that away, but then that would make that slightly smaller than your box. So that is why I chose to do it like that. So you're going to cut up to the score line and then you're just going to remove that and give it a tiny, tiny little mitre. Just a tiny one. You don't need to take a lot off. That was a bit skew with. There we go. And you do the same on this side as well. So just remove, take away the score line. And then mitre. There we go. So those are the bits you don't need there. But these two pieces now, you salvage these for something else. So that's going in my scraps bin. So now we just need to fold and burnish our score lines. Now these are going to get attached into the side there, just up to there, and then they're going to get attached to the side of our box there, and this piece then is to go in there to hide those pieces, because they're going to get stuck up there. That's going to hide that back piece. You don't have to, but I just think it gives a bit more strength as well. So we're going to add glue here first, and then we'll add glue here. You can use tear tape, you can use both actually. So add your glue both sides. And then just fetch those up to make those meet the sides perfectly. You can put your bone folder in and give that a good squish down. And the same on this side as well. Just all the way up to this. So keeping that nice and straight right along that edge. Again, use your bone folder, press everything down nice and firm. Now you're going to add your glue to these, and then these pieces are going to attach to the side of your little box there. Isn't that cute? You could use this little box for all sorts of things. You could perhaps keep a post-it notes in there, something. So you've got to add glue at both at the same time to both. So you've got a little box. I'd call this a little basket even, with the handle on there. And now just line them up on both sides. Again, use your bone folder. I mean, if you don't mind having a look, mind you, you're going to have your designer series paper. It's going to go on the inside, and I've cut it just small enough to give it a small border all the way around. So if you don't want that piece in, you don't have to. I just pop mine in there to hide those back pieces. But it's going to get hidden anyway, so I don't know. I'm just going to give that a little miter towards that bottom bit. I'm not going to go from the top all the way down, just going a little bit down, just to take away the bulk at the very bottom. But I am going to glue mine in. And I'm going to pop that all the way down, because the box is 3 inches, 3 1/4 inches wide and 2 1/2 inches tall. Just perfect, and it just adds a bit more strength on the back. So I'm going to round the corners off as well. Could have done this before, you can do it now like this. And I'm going to do the same with my paper. And thankfully it's not directional, so it doesn't matter which end I round off. Perfect. And then I'm going to adhere this right all the way down to the bottom, giving that its nice little border all the way round. Perfection. So I'm going to add my glue, because the box is 5 inches tall. I've cut this to 4 7/8, and it's 3 1/2 wide, so I've done it to 3 3/8. Just going to pop that all the way in, give myself a little border all the way round. Perfect. What a lovely little gift. You could probably get 2 or 3 Cadbury's cream eggs in there. Again, cream eggs. And I'm using now, because I've used glue all over there, this will cut through. So I'm going to put it in. I'm going to come down just about that much, keeping that on the edge of the... So this is the edge of the paper, which is coming down to there. And then I'm going to make sure I've got it in the centre, roughly the same gap either side, and just punch that out. So there's that lovely little handle. Look at that, it's cute. I was lucky enough to have that gifted to me, that little oval punch. MJ it says on it, so... And then our designer series paper is just going to get stuck on the front and the sides. How cute is these 2 little gift boxes, or gift baskets and bags. I don't know, they're just so cute. Yeah, I made this one the same way the lady did from chicken scratch, and I thought, why not just, because we got bits here and there and bits there and bits it. I thought, well, I'd just make it all in one. So I worked it all out myself to give it an all-in-one. Apart from that piano we just popped in there for stability. So taking inspiration from the lovely chicken scratch, but doing it my way. Just add our designer series paper. That is so cute. I mean, I'm only using a contrasting colour because it was in my scraps bin. You don't have to add that there if you don't want it. You can add something else. You could put any label on there you wanted. I just thought with Easter coming up, keep a good distance either side and top and bottom. That's so cute. And then just pop your ribbon in and just give it a tie. Whoops, she says. And I love this reverse ribbon because when you've got it on, try and keep your knot at the front. Well, that doesn't look right, does it? Where's my other one? That's better, but I'm going to double tie it because this will come undone otherwise. So, tight. And I'm keeping it round the front. And we've got two-tone there. Isn't that just adorable? So I'm just going to trim it down a little bit, just so it's not hanging over the head, the edge of the box. And there is our two adorable little gift ideas for Easter. So we've got the Happy Easter little bag, which you don't even have to close. Like I'm saying, if you want to put a giant lollipop in there with a cello bag and then a ribbon around it, you could do it that way. You could fill it with cookies. Ooh, you could fill it with little bars of chocolate. And then this filled with some ready shreddy and some bags of little mini eggs, or just chocolate. Just any type of chocolate. This would be perfect, like I'm saying, on your desk without the note. Oh, what's it called? Without this on the front, and you could basically use it as a post-it note container, beautifully, or you can get your little tubs of treats from Stampin' Up, pop them in there as well. Maybe add a Tombow as well. So that little station will house your little gadgets. It will also house your Tombow either way up. It's endless what you can do with this, what you can do with this. I mean, you probably even get, if you wanted to gift somebody, you could get you probably get 2 or 3 reels of ribbon in there. Just absolutely fabulous. Let me get a glue dot. And I'm just going to pop one on the top. I'm going to spin that round and pop that on there. Keep my ribbon in place. But you could get all sorts in here to give as gifts too. You know, I like the idea of this one. You know, you've got 3 pots in there. You could gift somebody, what a lovely little gift to give somebody. Some elements, some Tombow. You know, it all fits in there lovely. It's not bulging. You've got a little handle, so it's a little desk tidy as well. And look at these. These were gifted to me by the gorgeous Ian Potter. He's an absolute darling. Thank you so much. Look at those. Aren't they gorgeous? You've got these lovely glittered elements. They're plain on the other side, but they're glittery on that side. Can you imagine one of those attached? Oh, I'm going to have to do it now, aren't I? It looks absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to add some glue on the back, which will dry clear. I'm going to add that right there. It's just too cute. And then maybe we could have, you get like a cross, a chevron, a heart, a star, a flower. Just beautiful. You get 2 of each, and it's 5 shapes, so you get 10 for each colour. So you got a flower on that one. You can have I'm going to have the other flower actually on this one. So cute because it's spring as well, and you've got the start of spring, and you've got this wonderful paper which is absolutely gorgeous. These lovely little bunnies. So the flower represents the start of spring, and spring, you get Easter time in spring, the start of new life, all starting all over again. Little lambs being born in the fields. Oh, I love that. Do you know when you go out and you see these so cute little baby lambs? Oh, you know summer's here. But look at that, what you can get quite a lot in that. That is absolutely brilliant. And now it's nice and sturdy with that back extra piece popped in there as well. They represent little bunny ears. I only had to tie that one once because this ribbon, it just stays like that. So there I've got 2 little boxes. Let me see what else I can get in here. Oh, you can get your stamping. Oh, you can get all sorts in there. You could, oh, let me have a look. Now, yes, I thought it would. You know your wooden elements and your sequins that come in these beautiful boxes. I just trim the sides down, I do. So I think that one's a bit too wide. Yeah, but if I was to take that side down, I'll just remove that. Oops. Oh, she's done it again. If I close that and then just trim those sides down a little bit. I now can use that as a little desk organiser to keep my, anything in a bulky packet. That is fabulous. And if you and to keep it closed, I've just got a little clip on there, one of those library clips. So I've got them normally in there with my other bits, and I forget that they're there sometimes because they're hidden behind everything. So now if I leave these on my desk, this is a brand new packet, see? They will fit in there beautiful. So I've got my flower sequins, I've got the tutti frutti ones, I've got the wooden elements, I've also got this one, which is the iridescent ones, basic Adivi back sequins. Oh, love them. They're all inside that one little basket we just made. How amazing is that? And you know, I can now see what I've got in my little tray here. You know, is that wide enough for that even? Yeah, I think it would be that as well. And that Tombo's brand new, never been used. So you could use these as little organisers as well for your sequins and other little packets. My epoxy gems. I've got my Share What You Love pearls. These are off the Bubble and Fizz, the little eyelet things. These are Happiness Blooms, and these are the Frosted Flowers. Oh, now you might have to trim that one down. Oh no, there we go, we got it in. That's perfect little desk organisers. How cute. I put them back to back and you can take them anywhere. Oh my gosh, they are fabulous. Love them. I'm definitely leaving all them in there. These can go back in there because I can now see everything I've got in my little tray. Oh my gosh. I've got some other sequins here. Look at all that, what I've got in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 packets of the elements, which are quite bulky. So I've got them in there. Oh, I love that. Now that can go on my little shelf. And then, like I was saying, just fill it ready shreddy, some chocolate. You could, like I'm saying, make 2 of these and glue them together. And then you've got a double box. Absolutely fabulous. I'm loving these. These are my little elements. It's too wide. Where's them ones? Oh, there's the garage one. But yeah, look at that. It's endless. Just get rid of all this rubbish. I do waffle on a bit at the end, and I'm sorry about that. But I want to see how many uses we can get out of each item. So yeah, again, you could remove... Let's remove this ribbon a minute and see what we could get in this little box. Because this is 1.5 inches wide as well. Oh my gosh, again, more elements. You could even get the wider packets and use these and have them standing up on your desk. So you could use that little bag even as a desk organiser. Isn't that cute? Holds quite a lot as well, but it's only paper, so I think that one's a slightly bit too wide. But again, trim it down. But look at that, perfect now. Absolutely perfect. You could use this instead now, make a handle for it, but there's so much use for those. So if you wanted to give gifts of Stampin' Up products to people, these are your perfect size little boxes here for giving away gifts as well. So you can have that one left like that and the other one tied up. It's entirely up to you. But I'm loving those little organisers, and the fact that I've got, oh my gosh, I've got stuff that the gorgeous Mandy sent me. I can pop them in there. Other little elements. Oh, I'm sorted. Look at all that in there. Fabulous, 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 and fabulous. I am posting these on to a friend who makes beautiful jewellery, and I've promised her all my little boxes. So once I get a box, they will be shipped off to Bonnie, Scotland, where they'll find a new home with my friend. She can remove the labels if she likes and puts what she wants on. And then there we go anyway. There's those 2 little projects we've just made together. Absolutely adorable. I love it. So the boxes and the little gift bags, 2 in 1. Not bad for today. So there we go. I'd love a thumbs up and a share. That'd be amazing. And if you would like to press the subscribe button as well, that would be also awesome. Don't forget the little bell. That way you'll be reminded of, you'll get a reminder for every little video I post, which tends to be on a daily basis. So thank you for watching. Come back and see us again. Till next time. Bye.